Hey guys, so since I've been living in Japan for over a year now, I'm going to share with all my foreigners how to cosplay in Japan. Yeah, it can be similar to being back home and maybe traveling to conventions, but overall, the culture is a little bit different here, so I'm going to just share some tips on what you should bring. So today, I'm focusing on packing. So first and foremost, you cannot cosplay in public. So please do not wear your wig, wear any part of your costume on the train. So besides wearing maybe a binder or your contacts, you're going to need to bring the majority of the costume there. So the size of your costume is going to determine how big your luggage is going to need to be. So if you have something relatively small, something simple, tote bag. So I've used this for Kaoru from Evangelion and also Asuka from Evangelion. So basically like school uniforms. Good. If you have something larger, you are going to need the indispensable cosplay suitcase. So this is mine. So yeah, the design is Moomin. I bought it here. This is actually a little bit bigger than most cosplayers. You're going to want maybe something smaller than this, but this sort of meets my needs because sometimes I travel to Tokyo or something. So this will fit my costume and whatever normal clothes I need. But for like events that are just like a single day, so I'm going to Osaka and then coming back, it's a little big, but what are you gonna do? So obviously you're going to need to bring your makeup. If your face holds makeup really well, some people will show up to the event in like their makeup sort of thing, or you know, like their foundation done or whatever, but mine doesn't. I have really oily skin. So I don't even think about putting makeup on before because it's just going to be gone. It's going to be totally gone by the time the event starts. So, if you're like me, or, I don't know, your makeup just doesn't last, or you don't want to do it, bring it something you maybe won't have. Because I had to buy it here. Is this handy dandy thing. It's a mirror, and it's meant to like stand up. Sort of thing. Hello, myself. I got mine at Aeon Mall. So generally you'll see those around. Probably at drugstores, whatever. This is not the biggest size, but it's about, how much was this? Maybe 1,200 yen. So not super cheap, but if you do live here and you do cosplay, you will use it like a lot. Also, since you are going to be changing there and then changing out before you can leave, bring some makeup wipes. You know, usually I have some crazy colored eyebrows, so I don't want to leave in that. So, you know, you're going to need to take that off your face. So please bring that. And also, one makeup item that I've gotten here. Well, it's cosplay makeup item, okay? That you don't need, but I love it. I need it. I can't imagine cosplay life without this anymore. You're gonna want to get this. It is face cover glue by Assist Wig. And so, like, what you do with it, it's for your wig. It's like you roll it on, like on the sides, and your wig will stay there. So you can do this, you can do this, your bangs won't move, and no one will see your sideburns. And it is fantastic. It is fantastic. I recommend it. Please get yourself a bottle. So third thing, of course, is your costume. And it's no secret that I think the majority of Japanese cosplayers buy their costumes, and there is a reason why bought costumes are polyester. So if you've ever bought a costume or seen a purchased costume, you know what I'm talking about. It's like polyester, it's like vinyl, and I've always been like, why? Is it because it's cheap? I'm sure that has something to do with it, but it's because you're packing your costume, and it doesn't wrinkle that much, if at all. I don't know, back home, I love to use cotton sateen and silk whenever I can, and that just doesn't work here. When you open up your suitcase at the event, your costume is going to be wrinkly, and you're gonna look a mess. So the costume I'm wearing tomorrow is made out of cotton, and it's going to be a wrinkly mess. So if you're like me, and you're bringing costumes that you made at home here, just be, like, careful. So iron it as much as you can beforehand, and I hear rolling your costume helps prevent wrinkles a little bit, so roll it up. Try not to put anything on it, just fold it really carefully and hope for the best. The only costume I've had that's gotten like really wrinkly is like Arslan, and that was mostly like silk shawl. So if it's like cotton, just be careful and it'll probably be okay. And typically like cotton kind of like, it sort of de-wrinkles as the day goes on, so just try your best. And if you are living here long term, let's use some polyester. So no costume is complete without your shoes. So since you're changing there and changing back out when you leave, you're probably going to want to put your shoes in a bag that'll fit your normal shoes. And that seems like a little bit obvious, but sometimes I don't think about it, and it's like, oh my god, my boots that I wore to the event don't fit in the little plastic bag I put my flats in for the costume I'm wearing. Oops. Besides your costume, you're going to need to bring your wig. And I've always sort of wondered, since I've moved here, how do Japanese cosplayers get their really spiky wigs to events without them getting messed up? I still don't know the answer, but here's what I do. Not allowed to spray any hairspray at events. Don't even pack it. You cannot use it. So you need to pre-style your wig. So here's my wig for tomorrow. Let's keep that ahoge safe. I worked so hard on it. So get your wig kind of how you want it to look like on your wig head, and just spray it. Just spray it as much as you can. Just don't stop. And I recommend Assist Wigs Kachi Kachi Kun Super Hard Spray. Got to Be Glued has nothing on this. Like, absolutely nothing. This stuff is ridiculous. So, I don't know if you need to take it, but I do anyway. So, Lafayette, prepare to be sprayed. Okay. So, sufficiently sprayed? Maybe. Let's let it dry for a little bit after you have sufficiently sprayed your wig. I think we're okay, Lafayette. You're just gonna have to, it's not in your hands anymore. And, you're just gonna have to hope that it doesn't get messed up on the way. I leave them on the wig head, and then I put a wig net over them. So even if they, bump, maybe they'll be okay. Maybe. Like so. And here a few different companies have, wig bags. So Assist Wig has one, and Airly Wig has one. Mine is from Assist Wig. It looks like this. What makes it a wig bag? I'm not sure, but I use it. So I just stick my wig in my wig bag, foam head and all. And there we go. There's Lafayette. He's in there. And so, just for extra protection and extra secrecy, I'll stick the wig head in a tote bag, like smaller than that Persona tote I showed you, but like a normal tote. And it hides the Assist Wig logo, and like it makes it a little just a little bit easier to hold because like you can just sling it over your shoulder. So, we're at the convention. Does your costume have any pockets? No? Well, you're going to probably want to bring something to stick your phone in and such. So, what better thing to bring to an anime convention than your little Ita bag? Oh my goodness! So this little bag is perfect for your phone and even maybe your wide angle lens to take really awesome selfies of your full costume. So here's something that we definitely would not need back home in the States. You're going to want to bring something to sit on or wear clothes you don't mind sitting on the ground on. So when you go to doujin events, you're going to want to show up at least an hour early. If you're going to Comiket, you're probably going to want to show up first train. So it's possible that you'll be waiting 4 hours to get into these things. So you're going to need something to sit on. So in Japan, we have these things. Mine has an alpaca on it, so it's called a leisure sheet. Yeah, that's what it is. It's meant to be sat on outside. Or, I don't have one, but I've seen people use them, and I might actually pick one up today, because I'm interested. It's a small version of this. So here's like my little stool for things I can't reach. And I'm sure you can find them at the 100 yen store, so like Daiso or Seria. And so sometimes girls will like set theirs up and just sort of sit on that. So please bring something to sit on or clothes you don't mind getting dirty. And so here are some things that you will either need to bring or not bring depending on the convention. So if you're going to Comiket, you will not be able to cosplay and look at stuff. So keep that in mind. It's not like that there's a rule against it, it's just you can't. Like, I think you'll understand what I mean when you get here. But there's just so little time in the day after you've already changed. You're either cosplaying or you're looking at the doujinshi. So if you're cosplaying, please go on a day where there are series that just don't interest you and you don't want to look anyway. If you are going to Comiket, you're going to want to bring your sign. So typically, you can go to like the 100 yen store, so Daiso, and buy like a sketchbook. You're going to want your character's name, the series they're from, your Twitter handle, and then maybe like a thank you, so like shashin arigatou gozaimashita, it's like sort of thing. If you're going to a smaller thing, like I am, you can cosplay and look at things. So make sure you have small bills. So it's not uncommon to give gifts at smaller events. So if you make like a little goodie bag, like buy like little stuffs from the 100 yen store and just stick like, I don't know, 3 pieces of candy in it or something, and then you can give it out to people that you meet and you find particularly nice or are cosplaying the same thing as you. And that, like I said, it's not unusual. So if you want to be like pretty nice person, why not? Also, if you're going to a smaller event, because at your big event you'll have your sign, but at your smaller event you need your business cards. So I highly suggest bringing your business cards and make sure that they have your Twitter on it. So if you're interested in cosplaying in Japan, I hope this video helped and maybe you learned something interesting. So if you're interested in other videos about cosplaying in Japan, please subscribe. And if you're interested in me, please follow me on anything. Okay, until next time, see you.